The post-credit scene for Deadpool and Wolverine has allegedly leaked, or at least the info in regards to the scene, so let's talk about this alleged leak. So again, take this with a big old grain of salt, because we've seen people state they know what the post-credit scene or mid-credit scene is, and then it's not it. Then there's backpedaling, and well, I thought it was, or they cut it at last minute and reshot it. Whatever the case is, take this with a big old grain of salt, and know that it may be make-believe, or who knows, it could be real. Remember, there's been leaks that were out there for like 2 years at some point. Everybody overlooked them, said, nope, that's not it. It can't be that. That's not realistic. And then it was literally that. So, again, at your own discretion, believe it or not. Now, let's get into it. Final major possible spoiler alert. Okay, here we go. This time for real, I promise. So, by the end of Deadpool and Wolverine, apparently the entire universe, the Fox universe that Deadpool is coming out of, is fully destroyed. There is no longer any remnants of it. Everything in that continuity is wiped away. Now you're probably asking, okay, but how about Wolverine? Well, this Wolverine, the one in this film, isn't from that universe. And we know for a fact that Deadpool isn't from the same universe as well, because it's sort of a weird amalgamation side universe. So Deadpool 1 and 2 exist in a amalgam universe that's a weird sequel to the original trilogy in the First Class films and all that, but those aren't actually connected. They're separate timelines. So whatever weird universe Deadpool is in, that's destroyed, and the Wolverine from his universe is pulled into this as his universe has been destroyed as well. Both characters are given, I guess, freedom to live in another universe, and they choose the MCU because one reason or another, I guess, they're safe there, or they realize that the pending war is coming and secret wars, and they want to alert these heroes on the sacred timeline. So the film ends with Deadpool going off on his own adventure, and that's left ambiguous, let's put it that way. And he might be looking to join the Avengers and possibly unite with them, while Logan goes and hangs out, I guess, in Canada, looking for other mutants and or counterparts to his world, realizing that in his world, if they had all united and if Wolverine was with them, they could have escaped this catastrophe. So now they're in a time crunch because incursions are coming, universes are going to be destroyed, and it's going to hit the MCU. So our heroes are taking separate paths to go and unite different corners of the MCU for the upcoming Secret War. You know what? That sounds awesome. If that's it, if that's really how it ends, that's great. But this still doesn't tell me the post-credit scene, right? Well, here you go. Let's get to that. The post-credit scene will be a quick stinger where they realize that this isn't the MCU proper, and that there's apparently other refugees from other universes here, and one of them is Tony Stark's Iron Man, and possibly joined by other variants from other universes. And that this sets up them forming a almost like secret Avengers style team that's going to show up in the war. Okay, this all seems to sound almost too good to be true, right? But again, who really knows? As I said, things have leaked, people overlooked it, they said no, and then it all turns out to be true. So I'm kind of conflicted on whether I believe, because if you guys remember, a little bit ago I talked about the post-credit, I guess, that they were working on and what was being said, and apparently it may or may not involve Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So is this implying that they are in fact like the refugees from their universe, as their universes are falling apart or destroyed, and they're here to assemble this secret team? This would line up with what we heard about Avengers The Kang Dynasty then, where apparently the team in that is the secret Avengers from the multiverse working in the background while our Avengers assemble at the end they come together and then, hey, let's go fight Kang. If that's the case, this lines up with that, and that's cool. But a part of me just feels like it's insiders building off of their own scoops, hoping they're right. Because there's a lot of interconnected moving pieces here that have to play to one another to make all this possible. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But if this turns out to be true, all of this sounds pretty epic.